Salut à tous. Frogstreamer, 30 octobre, 23h13. On est reparti pour le deuxième épisode. Deuxième épisode. Au lieu de what?
Went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my favorite first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once.
You sure do go through ammo, but not to worry. We can always craft us more. No offense to any. Need something, Commander? Sure.
here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff to take around here. Another load of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these cribbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Place? Oh, everything's high-strung since the rising cold. Just know it's here. Howdy, Zed. You look... well.
Always put your hands on other people's things. Has my mind been set upon my shadows?
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been
Coming back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? I hope not for your sake. This doesn't have the best history.
Bring that boy.
So you're the one responsible for the severity of Mal's injuries. You ordered him to remain behind on a fruitless recovery effort. Such magical thinking is not useful in triage situations. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for it.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up.
Oh, now you want help. Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but
I haven't the time to...
It's Pete. My team's been caught. I barely finished him.
Found her! You there! Step.
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong.
That was one of my without that cipher, if you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs. It has to do with the location of a vault, rumored to house the protect.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the base. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution.
Not to worry. This is...
Yes, but the uniform...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
But let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving. And then my friends... I'll answer what I can. If you must know, the woman who then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Stop there. I know what you would add. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. Ah, of course. Oh, I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course. I do believe that one day, the truth of the protect...
not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about? If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you word to the wise, despite what...
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below. A number of our subjects drowned. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water, which is alright.
Stay true, outsider.
Each a vital cog. Each a vital cog.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to... But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer... Serving Unit 1.
Confirm it.
Perhaps you're wondering why I opened my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward. Our society was built from the bedrock up. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves. They love it as much as I. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor. That brings me to a matter I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved. What?
Comestibles, sir.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the we are not miracle workers, however. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without we are of like minds. We lack, unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us now. Either the arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. I owe it to every single person here to try. What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. What a difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I'd never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows. The parts can be found. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
Perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and
routine certitude in my... Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth? Oh, I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef menu. All the other subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. Hogarth, not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Much we lose power to charge our mechs. Kip talk your ear off if you let him. God knows what combat mech and the right parts. Outside.
Be at least a fuse well there. You wouldn't happen to have found any Westport, fortunately. There's nothing here that's... Let's just say to fill Westport. Sure, but I digress. Was there anything else? The center is... Say you don't there. And as I was saying, the automatic repair center is south. Yes and no. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies. These were stolen... No. It's another unfortunate fate has been... Like what? Must be at least a few useful parts in here. It worked. Like everything else.
Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. Let's just say my ambitions were bigger than my talents after I recovered from Horizon Point. Still believe anyway. Was there anything else you needed? Marshal Donaldson. No one. What's your business here?
Now you've done it.
All right, look, Marshal Donaldson. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for uranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing too bad. One more.
Prudence dictates we cherish what we have.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crap? What a relief. And here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. You must have known at the facility, believe me, but I have seen it with my own eyes. Credible numbers have swept you. No, stranger, remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble. Don't try to ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by Crabbles. Getting better, right? Or maybe they're just biting.
All that matters is getting these arguments to the box relay station.
Greetings, potential state your business. This you
Oh, this is...
come out.
Huh. I thought that would have put it in...
Oh,
Sup.
low detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Request
It only understood... Look, for now, just use the phrase...
initiating.
See you soon, I hope. Welcome.
Ambient state your business.
Oh, name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You'd think trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently. You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? The quartermech, Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for...
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay. Helped me with the Zeranian leak and all. Delphin, that's the...
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Anyway, if you have hands and the will to lend them, I won't turn away help. This gas leak virus has proven inexhaustible, patient, and insidious. Uranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. Speak with Delphinia Bryant. Her invention, once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you what else? Uranium wreaks havoc on the mechanic. Further damage soon occurred. Had I the resources, alas, the tragedy unfolded before mine. See our acting quartermaster, Hazel. While I trust loyalty and no matter. My unease is nothing when measured against the strength of the protectorate. This facility's purpose is the old staff should have laid down their lives to repel it. Now, their burden is mine.
Oh, yes. Now, what is it you want? Now that after several firm remonstrations, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Assist. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranian Gap? So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms. Quite split. Alas, while I'm occupied, good. Now here, merely try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect. Well, if you, I will.
Might be wise to get a large gas cloud a lot of work. Took us into the game, I think.
Our chassis ceiling testing with 14 minutes confirmed the failures and any exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model is standard earlier.
Now, sure. We should get any closer.
Apologies, I must concentrate.
My little minion. I trust you, Big Prop. What did I tell you? Should you suffer from it now? What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around me. I require a component. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine, unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, so you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are he must have seen the large automech patrolling the. I'm sure no doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are good. Failing that, one last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Well,
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure? Amplifier requisite? Please understand, why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. That's a fair point. All right. One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I have to lose another truck, not a chance. BC.
First the attack, then is it ready? This way wouldn't have been cut.
Well, any closer to obtaining the cattle? Oh, superb! With this gadget. Now, report to Marshal Dawson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end. Don't make me.
Emergency call.
Give me a sec. Almost up. Please, why should I follow their example? Lots of art. One catalytic knowledge. You see?
Well, any closer to obtaining the cattle. Oh, now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's wrapped there.
I knew Doc, seeing as you're the only. Make your way in and be careful with it.
All right, while he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need. Glad to.
I worry Zeb's in over his head with all of this. Sure. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. I can see the door, but ain't a way to reach it from here. Guess we'll have to take a long one.
Allô, la SPA des escargots. Allô. Oui, la SPA des escargots, c'est pourquoi? Oui, et je la refais pas la troisième fois. Oui, c'est la SPA des escargots, c'est pourquoi? Qui la SPA des escargots? La ECA. Comment elle va? C'est très marrant, d'accord. Comment ça va ce jour de repos? Hein? Non, là je suis dans la maison. Je suis en travail. Je te donne une bonne partie de la journée. Et bien sûr. Je suis avec, il y a qui? Il y a moi, il y a Brasilao, Il nous a fait un petit, comment on appelle ça? Un petit... Non, il nous a fait comment il appelle ça? Il a dit que c'était une spécialité, il a découvert ça à Nice, c'est du risotto. Et il a dit que c'était... Il a dit qu'il avait appris ça, à faire ça chez une pote qu'il avait, mais il avait eu juste pour... Il avait juste une soirée torride et un risotto, quoi. Je me remets pas de tout, Gamzo. Toi, tu sais pas ce que c'est être amoureux, de toute façon. Moi, je garde tout. Je garde tout en mémoire. C'est pas que je m'en remets pas, là. Ouais, mais bon. Yes, ça mijote, c'est magique. C'est une belle phrase. Alors, qu'est-ce que t'as fait aujourd'hui? Putain, c'est ça ta vie? C'est ça la vie de Mario? Repos, je dis, tu vois.
Un peu de sport.
Ouais, du bon sport. Ouais, je vois le sport, ouais, pas de problème.
Non.
Non quoi?
Quand c'est bon, c'est bon.
Bah oui, c'est toujours bon le sport.
Vas-y, toi. D'ailleurs, machin.
Ouais, il va falloir y aller. Effectivement.
Effectivement, mon ami René. Donc, parle pas.
On ne parle pas.
Parle pas. Parce que moi, j'en fais vraiment.
Ben, je sais que tu fais du sport, gamin. Je te l'ai dit.
Gamin.
Je suis pas idiot, je te connais.
Idiot, encore une fois.
Ah, mais ça fait... Ouais, je le sais quand même. Ah, attends, je vais sortir de... Ah, putain, je vais encore. Ça va, écoute, j'ai fini le dossier de presse pour le concert, j'ai envoyé les dossiers et je suis... en fait, ma roadmap est chargée, mais normal. Rien de spécial. Là, j'ai fini de bosser, je vais me mettre tranquille un petit peu. En mode... voilà, en mode énervé d'un barrage. Personne ne veut dire merci Marion. Ton soutien est tellement important pour moi. J'adore quand tu m'appelles tous les jours juste pour me prendre un peu de mousse. Est-ce que ça va? T'as bien fait caca? T'as bien fait pipi? Est-ce que t'as bien mangé?
Non.
T'as bien mangé?
Non, tout non. Tout non.
Tout non, d'accord, ok. D'accord. C'est de la merde. Alors voilà, ouais, c'est le bon. Alors il y a des sujets auxquels on ne peut pas parler. Donc ce que tu as fait a dû bien se passer quand même. Est-ce que les gens autour de toi étaient gentils? Est-ce que dans ton environnement était plus? On va voir comme ça. Mais que? Oui? Non. Le jeu. Il n'y a même plus de oui ni non. C'est le jeu du silence, on doit deviner ce qu'on dit. Ok. Bah écoute, ouais. Ah, non mais ça, ok, d'accord. Mais bon, ça tu l'écris tous les jours. Ça tu continues à l'écrire. Tu continues à l'écrire sur le mur. Tu sais, tu continues à l'écrire sur le mur de ta chambre, pas de problème, mais bon. Ça on le sait déjà. À part ça. À part ça, 2 escargots, 3... Rien de spé?
Bah non, ça vient de se payer là.
Comment va le bulot? Vai. Est-ce qu'il s'est dupliqué en plusieurs mots pareils?
Non, ça va, mais...
Ça veut dire quoi, nos présentaux? Elle est pas venue? Oh là là, putain, mais c'est même plus les verres du nez, quoi, qu'il faut tirer, c'est les asticots, quoi. Ça c'est passé comment? Bibo pas presento. Ok, alors attends, bibo pas presento, en latin, ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire la patronne n'était pas là aujourd'hui? Non mais tu bossais pas en plus. Non, c'est cool. Putain, je te jure, quoi, je vais le faire payer le fou rire. Oh Gaïa. Putain, ça s'améliore pas, quoi. À la fin, ça va finir, on va parler en tribu, quoi. Ah, Gaïa. Ouais, gogo. Bibi, Gaïa. Ah, putain. Putain, j'ai pas d'œil qui j'ai dû aller chercher des grandes méthodes. Mais ouais, il doit avoir une grippe ou un truc comme ça. Ouais, c'est pour ça que je suis descendu, aujourd'hui j'ai plus d'un milliard de trucs. Bah, c'est la, comment on appelle ça? C'est la période. Oui, c'est la période où il fait froid un peu. Il faut se couvrir. Oui. Oh. Attends, entre le Covid et les... Entre le Covid et les feuilles blanches dans les boîtes aux lettres, moi je sais plus quoi faire. Je sors plus. En plus, il y a le mec qui s'est fait assassiner à un moulin, le gars à côté là, on voit sa gueule tous les jours sur le banc, c'est bon. Quand le roi de Nissan est mort, c'est bon quoi. Bien sûr. C'est bien ça le problème de traîner avec toi, c'est que je retiens, mais je retiens pas les trucs les plus... ça va pas nous changer la vision de l'humanité, mais bon, c'est reste des détails assez importants, il ne faut pas les négliger. Voilà madame. C'est la rirothérapie. Écoutez, c'est un nouveau concept que je donne. T'écroules pas, Camille. Respire. N'oublie pas. J'ai une vieille référence, Marie-Laure, qui me revient. Ce Mickey 3D qui faisait, si tu respires, il faut que tu respires. Il faut que tu respires. Ah, putain. Une vraie musique contemporaine, voilà, c'est ça. Excellente sonate. Vraiment intéressant. Oui. Non.
Je sais pas si tu connais le Premières, mais ça me rappelle mes soirées.
Esclot. Non, putain, marrant, finis ta phrase, moi. Ça me rappelle quoi? Moi, le vieux. Ah, ok, Diffoul, non, je connais pas. Je suis trop vieux. C'est à l'époque, il y avait même pas les radios. Où il y avait on allait voir les chanteurs de rue, là. On allait dehors, ils nous disaient les nouvelles. Et à côté de ça, ouais, c'était le Moyen-Âge, tu sais, là, je suis de la 1640. Ah, c'est ça. J'étais avec Toutank, j'étais avec... tous, j'étais là.
Ah putain, oui les cartons alors. Non, je t'étonne pas.
Ah, tu t'étonnes pas? Bon alors ça va. Je veux bien te croire, je suis pas là pour vérifier. Oh. Oh, nul. C'est sexuel. Nul. Attention, je vais appeler le diocèse. Je vais lui dire, monsieur le pape. Vafon cool.
Ah, Fakaya.
Fakaya, un mélange entre Ikai et Pascagao.
Oui, entre Nikaya et...
Ouais, c'est clair.
Je voulais regarder. Non, parce que j'avais pensé en même temps, mec.
T'as pensé à quoi?
J'ai tousse.
Eh oui, je tousse, ben normal.
T'as mis de la salade? T'as mis de la salade ou pas?
J'ai mis de la salade, ça veut dire.
Escargotito.
À ma voix?
Escargot.
Ah, escargototi. Non, j'ai pas mis. Je vais le faire de suite.
Puisque... Et mec, c'est du sud, je suis du nord. Ok, donc arrête d'inverser. Ok.
Ok, Nossos, allez, Zoubou. Ciao.
Yes, yes. Oui.
Oui, le restaurant L'Escargot. L'Escargot. L'escargot stop. Quoi alors, ça t'a pas plu? Ça va, il y a pire. Il reste une petite... Voilà. Non, toujours pas cher. On négocie quoi? On négocie quoi? Quelle est la négociation? De l'or, direct. Putain, de vrai or. Bah bien sûr. Bah allez, on leur fout. Fabricant, ouais, il va falloir un peu de temps, il risque d'y avoir pas mal d'escargots qui passent dessus.
Ah, j'aime pas.
Oh Marion, sérieux quoi, bon ok. Allez, tu veux y aller? Ciao. Allez, bisous. Gros bisous ma chère. Ouais. Quoi, non? Je t'encule, merci Marion. Toujours aussi sympa. Ok, merci. Ok. Ciao.
First the attack, then there's a ring. Prudence dictates, and this chair shall be caught up. Defend it.
What can I do for you this time? At last, the tide is shifting. Today, you've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. But we confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spend just the same. The pleasure was mine. The automax we sent out will be a great asset to the box relay station. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little uranium poisoning will... Ah, my friend. The paradigm deems fit to return you this facility. Now, their burden is mine. Thanks to you. Well, loyalty. No matter. My unease is nothing. This facility. Now, their burden is mine. But
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Cut a piece of shrimp. Oh, a new arrival. Fortunately for you, if you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to this uranium? Another. All right. Now, for instance, do your bones seem noticeable? Well, good for you. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. What would you like to know? However, it's also set in this gaseous state. Zeranium is anyhow, I can talk about this all day. Toad, come you think of our visiting scientists next door? Well, look who it is. Don't have much.
Qu'est-ce que je voulais dire aussi, demain il y a Nato qui m'a dit qu'elle sortait dans le violiste pour Halloween avec son copain et voisin Lily, je crois. Donc elle m'a invité, donc si tu as envie de venir, au cas je me motiverai peut-être, c'était chaud. Et puis sinon je pense que j'irai aussi demain. Donc si ça te motive, pourquoi pas. Enfin si tu as envie de passer 2 semaines, allez, voilà. Je sais pas si c'est permis là où tu es, mais si c'est possible, pourquoi pas. Allez Zubi.
Hell, I've stood this post so many times, I can do it myself.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Oh, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. Well, don't you look... Oh, what'll it be, stranger? All right.
What is it? Make it quick, yeah?
Ain't so sure you want to work for this end of...
True, Basilo. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Means that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contract?
And if I die or leave?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no more.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit.
What? I have done this. Is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's Choice once more. We'll not take a...
So you say. But Auntie's Choice ain't seen you. I got a proposition for you.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold. I should have known better than... I should speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only... Yes, it is a grim place. But the Protectorate... Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind. How it solves problems, what it designs. I've equipped supplies to aid you. Items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Shh, not so loud. The people of... I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better. Westport represents a challenge. Fairfield citizenry, but the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideas. Perhaps some items may serve as honey, swaying the asset. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure they're excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement, take that. I shall lock them. Now I'm sure you've asked yourself for a task. Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited, but I don't think you understand. I've grown attached to this woman, but preferred not to part with. Very well. You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my limited production gentle person's hut. Then consider yourself be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns. I suppose I should take this time to make peace with its depart.
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. Got a proposition. You help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of and in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back in Auntie's choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something? They ain't the Protectorate. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you Tinsley worked with...
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged. After you. Appreciate you. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander? How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I would have continued serving on the front line in an when I look. I knew dismissal was a possibility. Oh, I miss my... If nothing else, of course I did. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. Right. Like ain't the word. They treated me better than my last employers did. And despite what? Did you think I was born in? Take a look at what... I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open course. Now, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us. Fine by me. Everyone, see, our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, it ain't like, can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. I reckon that's a difference in perspective. Of course. Reckon we're learned that the hard way. Anyhow, I hope for his... We spent... I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll talk better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers. He almost got... It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk. I appreciate... In any case, I'm only standing here because of... Fine by me? Not... They're good said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather, maybe. Though what I've seen from Auntie's our column, those of us at the bottom, only found, most of them, of course that didn't mean Tassetti. You couldn't work last day, so if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's choice, it's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man, fine by me.
Being this close, need something, Commander?
thing you people are always going on about.
got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launch. There's just this weight in my chest won't loosen. Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime. What if the mines aren't enough? Why do you think I know I can be brusque. The word unpleasant's also been bandied about before. Yeah. Here. Managed to cobble some frags together from it, and seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification. Hello again. You get that inventory issue? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before. And while this might be a tap, just keep watching for paintings of a stylish young... Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose. cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me. Though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station. Well, all that was left was the wait. Well, I don't understand all of it, and I am the only one in a position to act. I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds is pitchballing. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky.
I can't believe this. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist.
She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. I thought I did, but damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted... DeVries may have said neo-triangular, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too. Y'all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, any job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Reckon so. Some might embarrass her how much worship we all figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others, and then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the orders numbers. Nice, plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. But 10 years ago, I would have said this. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predict. Used to think they were good people. I don't take issue with football when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them. That's worth questioning their virtue. If only DeVries had shit. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the box relay. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us make it.
Fresh blood in the town pool around here.
I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you had the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! This was supposed to be... Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Well, in the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion,
Pulverizing themselves? Oh, it is. You look... Something has, all right. Oh, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit, before I... Oh, were my own? Would if I could have done more.
Right. I have a lead in it. I've identified the first cat I had. I heard rumors of the creature myself. Are the sect deep in protector territory when you... Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would... Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return... Oh, I love questions. I wouldn't. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The fact is, one wishes to move protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory. I see. It takes... Or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with it very well. I work to... In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild rat. Trust me, I would not be here if this experiment...
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a premium county. As follows, all entirely clear treaty.
Outside. Do me a favor. Keep out from underfoot. And away from that generator. Need it running to power our mechs. Anyhow, what do you need? I assume those are approved protectorate announcements. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Even if I did ever fall prey, I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarths, folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the vigilance and funny. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we,
People were saying I'd rest easier if you'd been assigned to it. Originally. Am I sure
Welcome back. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deep. There is wreckage from a crash ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the box we... Tell me, do you already have protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew. Wouldn't know much about that. I'll prepare sentry set. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saves many lives. I can't offer you anything for it, but you've proven yourself sympathetic to our cause. Hopefully, you'll return afterward and find Westport thriving, all on account of your efforts. That is the only reward I'm able to offer. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now, madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're in... Why, isn't it obvious? Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual? Well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us. A true subject of the Protectorate lit Marshal Corbin, and this is important. You must convince him to kill. We cannot allow any of that to happen. You already know if Corbin becomes the Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a... Good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. To check in on my people and see how they fare. Oh, I don't doubt, even if you... Farewell. You have your orders. The Vox Relay awaits. Do remember, nobody needs go... It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it. Before I'd even... When I look outside, I have the... Our automechs are still... But I know you've got more... Farewell now. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficiency in defense against seizure, sabotage, and or manipulation.
Right now, the paradigm needs our houses underwater. The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that is building up in our building. Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors. And I may just invite them subject to the most exalted vigilance. We will fulfill our duty to our protectorate. doesn't sound like a cinch.
The announcer's voice is so smooth, mellifluous.
That didn't sound like prudence at all. Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by Auntie's choice to, you know, undermine protectorate subjects' unflagging resolve? Oh, and they hire you too. You're not simply assigned a role, but you, I guess, need to prove competence? And maybe even expertise? That's a... If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I only know...
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Vigilant sent that outsider to collect all the accounts for us. Want to sound like I'm totally
was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you. What utter nonsense. How can you say that? You tend to differ. Seems to me, last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too. Tell me what you... Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction. That is concerning. Perhaps somehow, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear ultimately, the joke is on you, really, and them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traded. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. I suppose my duty to my people, unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right then. Suppose...
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport.
I admit to an unreasonable preponderance of emotion. Resembling like jitters.
spirits right out of their doldrums. You guests have just arrived. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided with I have two minds about convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. You've given me a great deal of it, but I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I have many refugees to see to. I believe Vigilant Hogarth mentioned you presented you with a writ of conscription. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS undisputed claim, do come see me. I have no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell! But you... Oh. What's on your mind?
Never expected the Westport refugees would ever be liable to lead their derelicts. Can't help but hand it to Milver Street. Make it quick, yeah?
Did you know the speakers in the Get Up and Go Getter advertisements weren't real people? I mean, of course they're real, but I somehow presumed they were playing themselves. In the Protectorate, commercial broad, of course.
back to my chapel of fear and futility. Why are you asking?
The people she tried.
I'm the architect. I had no idea. I wish I...
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she won't be in danger to herself or others?
You, she always seemed to battle with. I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. I wish I knew. I would see. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly, that's when things became... She kept getting angrier with the order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just, among other things. But, you know, would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else. She was so after we became friends, she began to change. It still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. We became, for some reason, she she even continued to sign her messages. See, what do you mean? It was where she worked.
She ain't the only one.
She's some...
Know a little something about that too.
I did try to, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island. No.
That's
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't plot. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. That's all I can do. Welcome back to my chapel of fear and futility.
minefield if you value your limbs. I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! Hardly the worse for wear! You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. While we appreciate you returning Scrabbles, you'll not provoke me into a course of unwise action if that's your aim. Holding a forward position always necessitates risk when for the sake of discussion, let's say that I agree to this enterprise. Such non-compliance is unlikely to go over well with my direct report. How do you propose I handle Carr? That decides it. I'll make a full account of my actions after the bridge has been neutralized and victory secured. Don't take too long.
closer and we're likely to regret it.